Yeah. See, are we going in and out here? You guys, yeah, so it's a beautiful thing, but it's such a colorful, unique people. And, you know, and Africa was the cradle of civilization. And many years ago, thousands of years ago, in the Garden of Eden, that was at the time what was actually Ethiopia. And so when Charles Darwin started the cradle of civilization, it all began in Africa. And it's the beginning of the earth. And so as they endure all that they endure and the suffering, it's the best of everything and in some places the worst of everything. But it's always a test that those that come from those small beginnings rise up, you know, because out of everything comes nothing. And, you know, God called light out of the darkness, and that dark continent is Africa. So it's truly an honor to be here. So as I was saying before, I don't know if any of you here know anything about Botswana. And when you told people you were coming, they were like, Botswana, I know that's in Africa, because if you're not Nigeria, Kenya, or South Africa, people only know 4 or 5 countries in Africa, right? And some people think Africa is itself a country. So just for some of you, because I didn't know as much, but you know, but we all do have computers, and we do have Wikipedia, and if not, you got Jimmy, you got Dr. Luchembe to the west, and Zimbabwe to the east, and to the north they have Zambia, which they share a border, which was how Jimmy was able to sneak over that border and pick one of the most beautiful women in all of Botswana. They would say, you know, Jimmy, she's our most beautiful woman. Could you at least leave her to a fellow Botswanan? And no, he took her, a fellow Botswana, right? That's what they call him, right? Botswana. Botswana. Okay, that's the language. Right. And so Jimmy too took something from Botswana, and you know, all of Zambia is very proud that he had, and so and they have, and George is from Mozambique, you know, and so we have all these great nations, you know, and as we look, we come from the same tribes, and so even though we wound up here, even though my ancestral family is from Kenya. Coming across during the slave trade, the most rebellious slaves that carried on the slave trip, they didn't want to take them all the way, so they dropped them off in the Caribbean in the West Indies. And so from them, those rebellious slaves, they had them in Jamaica, and that was where I was born. But just like all of you are Africans in America, I was an African in Jamaica, and you know, and even though my Jamaicans tried to tell me that I was Ethiopian and Selassie I, you know. But this is one of the countries that you hear so little about, Botswana, and so it's a unique and a beautiful place. 70% of it is the Kalahari Desert, right? They have almost every wildlife you can ever imagine, and you know, it's a beauty. It's part of that's in Zambia, Victoria Falls, right? Yes. Okay, yeah. Which is one of the great 7 wonders of the world. So this is your beautiful flag right here, which the UCLA Bruins stole some of the colors, and so it's truly an honor, and we give you guys give yourselves a round of applause for taking some time out to do something about your intellectual development.